Hello and welcome to Joburg Today. I am Nashina Mohammed. Following the discovery of Homo naledi yesterday at Maropeng, here's what went down. Scientists have revealed the discovery of a new species of human relative. The discovery is the latest addition to the human evolutionary tree and was discovered in the Cradle of Humankind, about 40 kilometers west of Johannesburg. Professor Lee Berger of Wits University led the team that made the discovery.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce you to a new species of human ancestor. A new species. He is pretty, he's worth applause, isn't he? A new species within our very genus. A species that we have called Homo naledi. Naledi meaning star, and the chamber we have called the Dinaledi chamber, our chamber of stars, in reference and respect to the magnificent cave system that revealed them to us. They are an extraordinary species, known now from the largest assemblage of early fossils ever discovered in the history of our science on this continent.
Nashina Mohammed for Joburg Today.
I'm Bryce Nicholson and you're watching Joburg Today.
To talk about the latest findings at the Cradle of Humankind, I am joined by Stephen Tucker, founder of Homo naledi. Welcome, man of the moment, to Joburg Today. Great pleasure to have you with us.
Yes, thanks.
I think we have to start at the beginning. When you walked into the cave that day, what did you expect to find?
Well, not much really. It's a cave I've visited a lot, 25 times before. And, well, Rick and I were searching for something new in the cave, but what we would find, no
huge,
clue.
massive finding. Well, congratulations. All I can say is wow to you.
Yeah.
So you came across this chamber. Tell us about that. And
So-
exactly how did you actually find the fossils?
So there's this climb in the cave called the Dragon's Back. It's a 15-meter high, very exposed climb. And I was going to show Rick this climb. He hadn't been up there before. So he climbed up there, and at the top are all these formations on the roof, studying stalactites and all that. And Rick was filming it with his GoPro. I was in his way.
Okay.
Literally, I had to get out of his way.
Wow.
And the easiest way I saw was this little crack in the floor, so I climbed into the crack.
My God. Talk about blessings.
And as I'm in the crack, I notice next to me that the crack goes even further down. So I follow it, because this is what you do in caving.
You're a caveman?
Yeah. You try and find new places, and unfortunately, new places are often through very difficult to reach things. So continued climbing down and down
Was
this
it
crack.
challenging as you got down?
It's very challenging. It's only 18 centimeters
And it was just
wide.
like a voluntary thing? You just decided just to go down?
Yeah, I wanted to see what's at the end of the tunnel. It's, you know, curiosity killed the cat. So I eventually got down, and I'm in this big chamber with really beautiful, pristine white formations on the roof. And at this point, I'm not looking down at the floor yet. I'm still looking at the ceiling because it's pretty. And I call Rick down to come and join me.
We always look at the pretty things first.
Yes, and there's passages going all over from the chamber, and we want to go explore the cave. So Rick joins me down there, and as we start moving in, we're looking at the floor suddenly, and well, there's bones lying on the ground. And the first thing is, well, these quite big bones, what are they doing in here? This is a difficult to reach point in the cave. Really difficult for us as cavers with equipment and light, so we can barely get in here. How does something of this size get here? That made us have a second look, and pretty soon we came upon one bone, which was a mandible, the lower jaw, with a couple of teeth in it, and it looked almost human.
Wow. Wow, that is an amazing story. And then you just decided that you reported this, and there was this whole expedition that went down to get the fossils up. How old are these fossils?
Unfortunately, we have no idea at the moment. Dating fossils in caves is generally a very complex thing. And in this cave, especially the whole setup of how they are in there makes it nearly impossible. But I know a lot of scientists are working very hard to answer that question.
Now, you've been in the spotlight the whole day today. How does that make you feel? How have things changed for you personally?
Yeah, so back when we found the fossils, I was actually a chartered accountant and working as an auditor, and caving was a weekend hobby. Yeah, really fun thing to do. And I've done it pretty much every single weekend because it's really my passion and I love it. But since this discovery, luckily I've had the opportunity to be employed now by Wits University as a full-time cave explorer. So now we're literally in the field every day of the week searching for new caves and new fossil sites.
So this is, you're just scratching the surface.
Completely. There are hundreds of potential caves just in the Cradle of Humankind. And that's just in that little small area, never mind all the other provinces of South Africa that also have caves.
Wow.
And the whole of Southern Africa is full of caves. So there's tons of potential out there.
It was an awesome, awesome pleasure to hear your story. Thank you so much for making time to talk to us about it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm John Terode and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on Facebook, that's joburgtoday.tv. Follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. And if you're a person that's on the move, you can catch us on pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I. The Origin Center offers a unique perspective on fossils discovered at the Cradle of Humankind. Here's why you should pay it a visit.
Dedicated to the history of humankind and life itself, the Origin Center explores the discovery of art, fossils and mammal ancestry.
The Origin Center is 7 years old. It was created because of a partnership between the Rock Art Research Institute, which is a small research institute based at Wits University, and ex-President Thabo Mbeki. We have some very, very old material from about 2.6 million years ago, some of the very earliest technology in the world, so stone tools that were made by hominids. We move all the way through from 2.6 million years ago up until the 1920s. One of the main things we have, of course, is real examples of the different rock art that you find in South Africa, the main one being that of the San or Bushman, the longest continuous art tradition in the world and one of the best understood rock art traditions. And then we also have some Kwekwen rock art and some Northern Sotho rock art, which related to initiation and to some of the early resistance to colonization. We have all sorts of replica skulls of the different hominids, some of which were found quite near here at the Cradle of Humankind, so just outside Johannesburg. Things like Australopithecus africanus, which is sort of about 4 million years old, one of the first things which could walk on 2 legs, all the way through to Homo erectus and Homo sapiens, which also evolved here in South Africa. The Cradle of Humankind is an area that's been incredibly rich in producing hominid fossils. So these are very, very rare around the world. There are only really 2 places where we find them, and that is in the Cradle of Humankind and then up in the border between Kenya and Tanzania, the Olduvai Gorge. We go out into very beautiful, very wild, very rural places often to find our evidence of this, so whether it's paintings on a cave wall or stone tools and bone and things like that, which we dig up, we excavate in the ground. So there's typically sort of quite a big fieldwork component, and then we bring it all back to laboratories and things like that here at Wits, where we analyze it and try to answer some of those really big questions.
I'm Bitumelo Larato Kwena for Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Samantha Jessamine and you're watching Joburg Today.
It's not all educational. The Cradle of Humankind is a cyclist playground too.
Come out to the Cradle to ride because there's cycle lanes and there's not a lot of traffic on the roads. It's too dangerous to cycle in the suburbs.
I normally do the Cradle route once a month, and then I alternate between them.
Obviously it's a little bit keeping fit, but it's really pretty. It's nice to spend some time in this environment. It's really, really pretty out here. I feel safe.
out of the cradle is fantastic. It's out in nature, it's nice and quiet, it's got your cycle lanes, most of the traffic is pretty respectful as well.
I'm Zondile Ngubeni and you're watching Joburg Today.
That brings us to the end of today's show. For more, check out our playlist. That's it from me, Nashina. I leave you with Change by Howie Combrink.
Back in ETV.
Time is underestimated. Make up your mind and start today. Grab onto the plans you got and the plans that you decide to make. The world never stops turning, the clock never stops ticking. Wake up with good dreams, morning cigarette and the sunshine. You gotta change the world today. You gotta shake this place to life. And when the evening comes, we'll fly. We gotta change the world today. Take hold of all the good things you know and love the same. The colors in our minds reflect all the beauty of our home states. The world never stops turning, the clock never stops ticking. Wake up with good dreams, morning cigarette and the sunshine. You gotta change the world today. You gotta shake this place to life. And when the evening comes, we'll fly. We gotta change the world today. Stay close to all the good things you know, and take the bow if it's something that you did well. Respect all the colors of our world and stretch that helping hand if there's someone on the ground. You gotta change the world today. We gotta shake this place to life. And when the evening comes, we'll fly. We gotta change the world today. We gotta change the world today. We gotta shake this place to life. And when the evening comes, we'll fly. We gotta change the world today.